All right, so I want to talk to y'all about serpents, right? I know it's a touchy subject. A lot of people don't like to talk about serpents because it reminds them of bad things, right? Snakes and so forth. But what I want to talk about is what we can learn from the serpent and how we can apply that to to better aid us in this walk called life. You dig? And so, when it comes to serpents, there are many types of serpents. Not just snakes, but lizards and geckos and different types of the big type of lizards, the kind of people keep as pets, things like this, whether it's a land serpent or whether it's a water serpent. There's several different type of water serpents, including eels and things of that nature, right? But, a lot of times when we think about serpents, man, we think about evil and bad stuff and stuff like that. And that has its place, so to speak, but there's things that we can learn from the serpent, right? What I mean by that? Well, the Spirit showed me a few characteristics that we can learn from the serpent, how to apply that in our daily walk, right? One is the serpent moves undercover. You hear me? The serpent moves undercover, right? Rarely does the serpent move out in the open. Most of the time it's undercover. And this is because, for protection's sake, to make sure that it's shielded from, would-be attackers and things like that would attack them, as far as count them as prey, right? Or wrong territory, things like that, right? So they tend to move undercover. All right, that's the first thing. Second thing is they only eat what's necessary or required, right? They only eat to live. They don't live to eat. You dig? Okay? And they don't eat more than what's necessary. Key point. The third thing the Spirit showed me about the serpent is that they're silent. Right? They move in silence. You don't see them coming. You don't even know they're there unless they want to let you know that they're there, or unless they feel threatened or attacked, and then all of a sudden you may become aware of their presence. But most of the time they move in silence, right? And the Spirit was also showing me about the serpent is that they only move with a purpose. Right? When they go from to fro, it's for feeding purposes, it's for shelter purposes, it's for procreation purposes, it's for, things like that. It's not just to be out kicking it, right? So the Spirit was showing me these things about the serpent. Okay, again, that it only moves with purpose. It only eats what's required, okay, and it moves under shelter, right? and it moves with purpose. So the Bible tells us that we are to be wise as a serpent and humble as a dove, right? It says, that's the part B. The part A, it says that the Lord will send us as sheep, okay? Will send us as sheep amongst wolves. Now think about that. God will send us, the ones that love him and are called according to his purpose, the ones that he has chosen. He will send us as sheep. Not that we're actual sheep, but as sheep. What does that mean? Gentle, humble, loving, simple, right? That's how we are to go out as sheep. Loving, gentle, humble, obedient, right? Amongst wolves. So he tells us he's going to send us out as sheep amongst wolves. I'm sending you out with a